In the picturesque Turkish province of Rize along the Black Sea, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan resolutely voiced his support for Gaza. He has vowed to hold Israel accountable for its actions in Gaza since this war began. Specifically, he vowed to take Israel to the International Court of Justice in The Hague. He even recalled the Turkish ambassador in Tel Aviv for consultations over the weekend. Nevertheless, amidst the tumultuous relationship between Israel and Turkey, the diplomatic connection remains intact, and it shows the resilience of international relations despite this war. Diplomacy often weathers storms, and several nations have demonstrated this by recalling their ambassadors, whether it is Jordan, Bahrain, Bolivia, since this war began. But interestingly, none of these countries have completely cut off diplomatic ties. Even when Egypt withdrew its ambassador on two previous occasions during the Arab-Israeli wars, practical cooperation and security collaboration with Israel still continues. Erdogan's advocacy for the Palestinian cause, particularly his close connections with the Hamas leadership, has long been a source of tension between Turkey and Israel. Even after the full restoration of bilateral ties, which happened about a year and a half ago, Erdogan maintained personal ties with prominent Hamas figures, including the likes of Ismail Haniyeh. Turkey has even thrown its hat in the ring to mediate during the recent Gaza conflict, but Hamas has showed a preference for the involvement of Qatar and Egypt instead of Turkey. Turkey does not merely view itself as a bystander in this entire regional politics. It sees itself as a regional power player with a duty to participate in disputes across the Middle East. Turkey views many of these countries and the fault lines therein as belonging to the erstwhile Turkish community of nations that Turkey used to oversee under the Ottoman and Byzantine empires. This worldview encompasses a geopolitical vision that Turkey is actively striving to transform into some kind of a reality. It wants to position itself as the architect of a new Middle East. As a result, Turkey has played a pivotal role in various regional conflicts, such as the recent one in Nagorno-Karabakh, the dispute there where it has acted as a mediator between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Turkey's also made significant inroads in Syria, where it has established a military presence, particularly in the northern part of Syria. Also in Libya, for example, Turkey has aligned itself with Qatar to support the government in Tripoli and its long-standing conflict with the Libyan National Army led by General Khalifa Haftar. This support has not only yielded strategic advantages but also economic benefits. Turkey and Libya have been signing an agreement defining maritime borders that could potentially inflate gas exports from Egypt and Israel into Europe. But Turkey is not confining itself just to its own backyard, just to the West Asian region as it were. Turkey has assumed a critical role in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine as well. The country has boldly called for the United Nations Security Council to be restructured. It wants to diminish the veto power of the P5 countries. Additionally, Turkey also holds a significant card in the expansion of NATO. It has the authority to approve or even delay the membership of new members into NATO. It's been playing footsie with the membership of Sweden, for example. Erdogan has given his go-ahead, but the Turkish parliament, which his party, the AKP, controls, is playing hardball on Sweden's entry into NATO. With the war in Gaza, Turkey has been actively preparing for the day after the war and its role in shaping the future of Gaza. Approximately 2 weeks into this conflict, Turkey's Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan presented a political blueprint which was centered on a two-state solution: the deployment of an international peacekeeping force in Gaza and multiple countries serving as guarantors for future diplomatic agreements. Within this framework, Turkey envisions itself as one of the guarantors on the Palestinian side, and it is hoping that other nations will play a similar role on the Israeli side. Although Foreign Minister Fidan did not specify the identity of these other guarantors, it is expected that the United States will be a principal player. Turkey is also astutely surveying the regional landscape. It's actively sought alliances with key players in the Arab world like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and the United Arab Emirates. The strategy aims to establish a unified front against American policies that strongly support Israel. In fact, Turkey recognizes that these Gulf Arab countries may wield far more influence in shaping the rules of the game. Therefore, it wants a seat on the high table. Turkey's involvement extends beyond rhetoric. In fact, Turkey delivered humanitarian aid to Gaza through the airport in Al Arish. It also pledged to host 1,000 Palestinian cancer patients who were evacuated from Gaza to Egypt. In fact, Erdogan himself was quick to declare that Gaza must be part of a Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. That is how Recep Tayyip Erdogan has inserted himself and his country into this latest conflict. Turkey may not be on the diplomatic high table just yet of these negotiations, but there is no ruling out what will happen when this war ends. And that is when Ankara is hoping to not just be at the high table, but to be at the head of it.